So this right here is a really complete warm-up before you play or work out, whatever. And it really only takes you about 5 minutes. So let's get started. So to start off, I'm just getting movement, jogging to the free throw line, flipping my body and backpedaling back. Going same thing, coming back. Then I'm going light slides, switching directions at the free throw line, same thing coming back. Just getting that temperature up, get that blood flowing. Now I'm going forward skips with an arm swing. Start to pick up that speed a little bit, but again, really just ramping up that temperature and blood flow. Now we're going hamstring scoops right here. Every 2 steps, and then we're getting into a quad pull, into an RDL. So scoop, scoop, pull that foot right back to your butt, and then look over that front thumb for a single leg RDL. Really try to balance here. We're going to the free throw line, and then we're flipping around, and we're going with a reverse lunge into a knee pull. So unlike right here, we're going straight back from that knee pull into that reverse lunge. So again, balance, squeeze your core, really get that involved as well, and we're going all the way back to half court. Now we're facing the sideline, and we're going with a groin rocker, pivoting into a hip flexor stretch both ways. So stretch that groin each way, really squeeze that butt on that hip flexor stretch so we get that good stretch in the front of the hip. Don't arch that lower back too much though. We're doing this all the way out to the baseline. Now we're stepping up and going with the world's greatest stretch. So that inside elbow comes down right next to that front foot, and then reach up and get a big stretch in that thoracic spine, which is the upper back. And then we're sitting straight back into 3 hamstring rockers right here. Going same thing other way. It's okay if you can't get all the way down with that elbow, but we'll work up to that. Again, 3 hamstring rockers right here. Now we're going with a little side plank core series. So we're getting into a side plank. Top hand facing the sky. Just going side to side, come to a full stop in that side plank. We're going 4 each way and 8 total. So we really want to engage the core here before we get started. That's why we're going into this next series, which is going to take this even one step further. So we're crossing that foot through, try to keep that foot off the ground, bringing it back into a quadruped position with those back knees up. And we're going opposite hand, opposite foot off the ground. Standing it back up and going back baseline. And we're going hip hurdles right here. So imagine you're stepping over a hurdle or some type of barrier. Preferably, we have our arms out to the sides of us, and all that motion is coming through those hips. And make a big circle as you bring them back to the ground. Once you get to that free throw line, we're flipping it around and getting into a similar motion with a skip. So again, big circles with those hips now moving backwards. Then we're jogging it out back to the baseline. Now we're going double leg pogos right here. So I just want 50 to 75% height, but really try to pop off that ground quickly. We're really starting to engage those elastic properties in our foot and ankle complex. We'll go free throw line, then same thing coming backwards. Now we're stepping it back out and we're going snapdowns right here. So I want to focus on the perfect form of absorbing force. So we're starting high, snapping down quickly, and absorbing on one leg. Really try to sit back into that hip. Then we're going 5 squats, slower tempo on the way down and pop up quickly. After you're done with those 5, we're turning our feet outwards and going transverse squats for 5. You should feel a big stretch in your groin right here. Stepping back to the baseline, and we're going 80% cuts. So this first one at half court will be with the outside foot, And then coming back, we're going into a jump cut where we're crossing that foot over. Again, start to pick up that speed to about 80-90%. Now we'll get one sprint to half court and back, still revving up our nervous system, and after this you should feel good to go.